In this video, we will show how to replace the LED strips in this Toshiba 55-inch TV. Begin by removing the screws off the back cover. Before lifting and removing the back cover completely, there is a cable underneath that is connected to the board. Be sure to disconnect this cable before removing the back cover. Next, we will remove the brackets. Remove the screws and lift away the brackets. This bracket also has a board on it, and the cable will need to be disconnected. Remove the screws on the bezel around the entire TV. There is also a cable connection in the corner that you will need to remove a screw and then disconnect the cable. Continue removing the screws around the entire TV. Gently release the buffer boards from the tabs that hold them in place. Also disconnect the ribbon cables on the T-con board. Lift and remove the bezel around the TV. Be sure you removed all the screws before you remove the bezel completely. Flip up the buffer boards and tape them to the TV panel. Using a small piece of plastic, slide it between the panel and the chassis to make sure there is no glue that is holding the panel down. Do this around the entire TV. Using suction cups, lift and remove the panel from the TV. Remove the screws on the filter frame, and then remove each section of filter frame. Tape the layers of diffusion in the corners. This will help to keep them in order and keep them together. Lift and remove the layers of diffusion. For removing these LED strips, we recommend cutting out the reflector sheet that is over the LED strips. This means we will not have to remove some tabs, and also we will keep the reflector sheet intact, which will help keep a good picture on the TV. Simply cut along the strips and then remove the paper from on top of them. Be very careful cutting around where the power connection is. Remove the screws that secure the strips to the chassis. Lift up the strip and then disconnect the power cable. We recommend using double-sided tape on the chassis to secure the strip to the chassis. Put the replacement strip onto the chassis, plug it into the power cord, and then align the power strip on top of the double-sided tape on the chassis. You can install the screws as well to secure the LED strip to the chassis. Reinstall the layers of diffusion and remove the tape. Reinstall the filter frame around the entire TV and the screws to secure it. Reinstall the TV panel. Remove the tape on the buffers and then gently slide them back down. You can align them back into the tabs. Reinstall the TV bezel. Install the screws to secure the bezel to the chassis. Align the buffer boards back into the tabs securely. Reconnect this cable in the corner. Reconnect the ribbon cables on the T-con board. Install the screws to secure the bezel to the chassis. Reinstall the brackets. Reconnect the cable to the board that is on this bracket. Reconnect the cable on the back cover to the main board. Then align the back cover and install the screws to secure it to the chassis.